And welcome to the Banana Poo channel. Today we're going to be continuing the game Don't Starve. We left off with Willow the fire starter. Unfortunately, she set off, or I set off, a trap which led to an early winter. I missed the clue with the temperature and the treasure box. But there's usually clues to when you find some of these treasures, some of these setups, that if you open the treasure box, a couple of things could happen. One is an early winter, another is it blows up or there's fire, and so I made a mistake, and on day 4 or day 5 I set off winter time. So we're at day 15. It kind of throws a problem, a wrench into the works, because now that the seasons are totally out of whack, I don't know when, spring or summer or any of those days are going to fall. Normally you get into a rhythm and you pretty much know what days the seasons will change on. Now it's a little messed up, so we'll go in and we'll figure that out. Hopefully we'll do okay. We've survived so far. We almost lost it a couple of times, not having enough rocks for one thing. But hey, let's check out the morgue. I like to show the morgue before and after I start all of my streams with Don't Starve, just to give you a general idea of some of the deaths that can happen in the mode that you're at. As you can see, I do play Willow a whole lot. I like her. I think she's a pretty solid character. But you know what? I'm gonna have to start playing Webber the Spider-Man a little bit more, and maybe some of the other characters. Throw them into the mix, whatnot. Every character has some plus and minuses, and I just seem to kind of gel with Willow the best. That being said, I think that it's time to give the other characters, a good run, and see if any of them can help get me over that top again of my personal best of 117 days. That being said, my wife tells me I talk too much at the beginning. I'm going to take her advice and get into the game. Join me for Don't Starve Reign of Giants. And here we are. Here's our base so far. Nothing huge, nothing too giant, especially we have lucked out on a couple of things, but we should have been a little bit more ahead than what we already are. Just want to get everything sorted, reacquainted with where all my stuff is at. Okay. I think what we need to do is... come spring, we might end up moving this little base here. We'll turn it back into a small base and hopefully transport things up a little more. You really have to find some beefalo. That's going to be the main thing that protects you, especially when the giants seem to come. Until you can get the old bell, you're better off with beefalo, pigmen, or even the bees. You'll be surprised at how well the bees can protect you. We'll turn it back into a small base and hopefully transport. It's alright. I left my computer on, and that's not cool. Not cool at all. I've just turned it off, so all that audio should straighten out in one second. What is nice is that winter did not last nearly as long as I thought it would. It lasted 10 days. So that's not bad. It really shortened the deep freeze there. We're not out of it yet. There's probably 5 more days. As you can see, the snowbirds are still here. If it was truly going into spring, we would see the other birds. So... Ooh. Got some meat. You know, it'd be nice to get back into spring. We'll be able to really open up the map. Unfortunately, we didn't have that opportunity. What was that? What was that? What was that noise? Audio cues, if you kill too many innocent things, what will happen is a Krampus will come. These Krampuses are, they'll go after treasure boxes and other things like that. As you see, so I'll lay off killing the innocents, and any of the innocents can be things like bees, bees, birds, butterflies, trees. They all add up. Definitely next week on Wednesday. Maybe even Tuesday night. I've pre-ordered the game Grim Fandango, and that's a game from way back when. Tim Schafer actually helped produce that game, and I didn't personally get to play it. I got to watch a buddy of mine play it as a kid, and I'm so looking forward to playing that game. So I will be streaming that definitely all next week for at least a week or until I beat it. I'll put something up on the Twitch site to let people know about that as well. And this is a long night. See what trouble we can do. I'm feeling a lot better than I did last night, so I plan on playing this to the wee hours of the morning. So hopefully we can make some depth on this game. Sorry, the day came a lot earlier than I thought. Okay. I'd like to go north, nick some of those rocks there, and set up another fire base, another fireplace. I'm gonna start making some of these, actually. Oh, the butterflies are back. So we are in spring. I have suspicion that the beefalo are up in this area right here. If that's the case, I will be making my main base right in this area. So I'll have to move some of this stuff from here. We'll see. The rain really inhibits your movement until you get an umbrella. The umbrella and a hat will take that water. If you stand by a fire, it'll take it and it'll dry you out. So you really increase your production by getting a umbrella. Unfortunately, we haven't run into any spiders, and that's what's needed. Thank Christ. I need the soggy meat, the food to dry out. If you cook wet food, you're just gonna end up with this gunk, and that's never a good thing. After Willow, I'm gonna try Weber again. I had a lot of fun with Weber, the Spider-Man, and I think after that I'll do the Woody, the guy with a secret, just for shits and giggles. Weber, I think, is one of the better characters to play as. You can't really use the Pigman, but he has a lot of advantages over some of the other characters. Let's see if the Beefalo are up here. Alright, so now that we know that they're up here, I really do want to move my base. I'll keep most things down here, but a lot of that is gonna make its way up. The sub bases are for. Thanks for the question, Holly? The sub bases are for traveling during the summer months and the winter months. Okay. We just got over a surprise winter. I opened up a trap and it turned it all to winter. And there's a way to find out what kind of a trap it is. Usually there'll be a treasure box with a fridge, and then there's a temperature gauge, the thermometer. If you open up the treasure box, you're going to set off winter. Other ones are you'll find like a big giant wooden base. And inside that wooden base, there'll be some cool things, and then a treasure box. When you open up that treasure box, it burns everything down. So if you really want to keep that base that you find, what you have to do is remove all the wood structures away from the treasure box before you open up the treasure box, and then you get to keep about 2/3 of the base that's actually there, and that's a pretty cool jumping off point. But that base won't last long up against say firehounds, because as soon as you kill the firehounds, that whole base will go up. But at least it's something, and usually you find these things on the 4th or 5th day. But the sub bases are for traveling purposes. As you see, I have the stone fireplaces. I have a few. There's one over here, one up here. Usually I like the stone fireplaces and the endothermic fireplaces. Always make stone ones over just throwing out the little wooden ones, because they burn more efficiently and you'll use less materials that way. And then when winter comes, or summer comes, you actually have a place where you can stop and either warm up or cool down. No, I did not. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Actually, I might have some in the fridge, but I don't think it's enough. Another good little trick for poop, you feed the pigs berries. Why aren't you taking it? And they're a really good source, especially if you have 4 pigs. If you're gonna have 4 pigs in the general area, by the time you feed each one and you get back to the first one, he'll be ready to accept the berries again. It's a good little trick if you can't find the beefalo or the caves to the bats. I'm going to cherry pick some of the important things here. And I'll come back for a lot of the other like that. Unfortunately, I left my heating stone. Ha 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 ha. Maybe in the not this spring, just because I'm moving bases, but next spring I definitely will try and hatch the tall bird egg, so we can have some fun with that. let's go get some rocks. Yeah, you just have to, do the balancing act of putting them back and forth between the fire and that, and then feeding them, of course, is one of the harder things. You can't make a pen for them and leave them in the pen and whatnot, so... They do die off pretty quick, especially when the hounds come, unfortunately. Man, the rate of rain just kills me. Well, let's drop into the cave. I'm not going to stay here very long. I'm just going to check it out right quick. Caves and me don't get along very well. I die very quickly usually in caves, but I just want to get out of the rain and just take a quick pick. Peek. Oh my god. Hey, I gotta lose something. I'm going to lose nothing. I'm going to take you. I'm going to take you. Yeah. Okay, well, RTB, and then we'll get back down to where their fridge is. I think I still have some candy in the fridge down there, so that will be good. Oh my god, night's coming already? Days are not lasting long at all. Well, I think I passed my days. Excellent. Lamps are great for the caves. Working at night if you wanna be able to set up shop and clear trees or harvest your rock or whatnot. They're really great. The snowballs, the light bulbs, they don't last very long. So you really want to make sure that you make as many as you can when you can. Turn it back on. Oh, thanks. Oh, yeah. I think I can do that, right? Thanks for the heads up. I forgot about that. Walking sticks just really help you move a lot quicker, especially if you have the armor on or the piggy sack and whatnot. And you can use it as a weapon as well. Loading up your menu. There's many objects that you can build and load. and they're ready to go for when you need them. I do this mainly because it allows me to carry more things, because you spend whatever you're using. So, you know, I mean, you know you're going to be making this stuff down in the future, so if you're collecting rocks, you might as well just collect as many as you can, spend some stuff, and preload it all up. I find it helps. Have you played the base game? If you've played just the original Don't Starve, and you've gotten really good at it, and you're having a lot of fun with it, and maybe you're looking for a bigger challenge, yes, I definitely suggest getting Reign of Giants. It allows you to play either or. When you start up a new game, it allows you to play the original or Reign of Giants. And that's really cool because, I mean, it allows you to differentiate from both games, and they're very different. One is much harder than the other, but it's not harder in the sense that it's different, you know, in the sense that they make it harder because they give you more boundaries. Okay, you can't see in the original game. You could load up, you know, boxes and boxes of rabbits and birds, and they live forever in your treasure boxes. Here you can't do that. Here they have a set time limit. They have a fresh rate on almost anything and everything, and it really does change the dynamics of the game. And you know what, it is a lot of fun. And the Giants, they're a great challenge. And, you know, and there's things to counter the Giants. Like I said, using the Beefalo help. There's a thing called the Old Bell, and that's basically a weapon for you to use against these giants. And you use the Old Bell in combination with what there's a musical flute or something. I can't remember what it is. There's a flute or something that plays music, and basically you play this music and it allows the giants to go to sleep. And you, oh yeah, 400 days. Yeah, I would definitely get Reign of Giants, man. Yeah, yeah, you need to get it. Because you'll be surprised at the damage that it will it'll throw you. You know, I mean, you'll be so used to playing the one that when you get it's very similar gameplay, but the rules really change the game up, and you'll have a lot of fun playing the game all over again. There's a lot more to it. There's new environments, a lot more new creatures, you know. So I highly recommend getting it. Hey, no problem. Thank you for the question, eh? Because there's a good set of rocks right in this area, I'm gonna save this for a summer camp or a winter camp. So I'm not gonna chip away at these rocks. I'll save those for an emergency. Next week on Tuesday, I will be playing the game Grim Fandango. It was made originally by LucasArts. Tim Schafer was one of the lead developers on that game, and it's kind of like Curse of Monkey Island. It has that kind of humor in it, you know, the satire. So I'm very jazzed about playing that game, and I can't wait for it. So I hope you guys join me for that. I will be playing Don't Starve for the rest of this month. I know for sure. I'll probably. I always seem to come back to this game time and time again. It's one of those things that you fall in love with. Yeah, these guys are probably going to come right at dusk. So let's get. Scare them away with my moves. Right now I am preparing to try and build some sort of a structure. Okay. I'll be up that way anyways. It's a really good way to turn bad meat or old meat into good meat. Especially if you don't have the Hey, Ace Monkey, how goes it? Yeah, I don't want to die. Dying's not so fun. You don't want to leave these guys. If you leave them, they do get bigger than this, so you're better off dealing with them. If not, they just hassle you, so especially if they're near your base at all. I'm just hoping I don't get waterlogged before I finish killing this guy off. There are ways, like you can plant acorns until he goes down or away, but you're better off killing him. Ah, shit. Let's go pick some flowers. Whoa. Oh, shite. That wasn't good. Like I said, take care of these guys right away. You could plant pine cones to get rid of them, but that only subdues them. So, say you put them to sleep, and you do it again. You bring up you bring up the bad guy again, what will happen is you'll have two to deal with and not just the one. And they'll be bigger. They grow, so...